And with that, welcome back to MLD Showdown Sunday. On the MLE Network, we have a grand finale of series for you in week number 8. It is the Sharks and the Comets set to do battle in the Blue Conference, and we are coming to you live from the Shark Tank inside Aquadome as the Sharks, with the home field advantage, look to do damage against the Comets. Both teams 5 games back in the wild card, Jay, as they look to try to keep pace with the Hawks and Foxes, who all but have it wrapped up.
Yeah, it's a tough one, the Blue Conference wildcard right now. The Foxes getting a bunch of big wins, putting themselves essentially out of reach right now. Either team on the field today can only hope to try and tie the Foxes for that wildcard spot, and it would go to tiebreakers at that point. 7 games back right now of the division lead. It's going to take one of them beating the Spartans head-to-head, most likely in the next couple of weeks, to try and be able to take over that divisional lead. So it starts with a 5-0 here. Both of these teams are going to be really, really hungry. And if this one's a split series, the Spartans division lead just looks that much more secure.
Yeah, it makes for a really enjoyable look at these stats after this one is done. Sharks and Comets set to do battle. It's going to be Clay HD and Urich I Teach for the Sharks, teammates forever. And then Clumsy Tom and Lodsane for the Comets. We're going to send the message out to the teams, get them ready to go. We are just about set for action on Showdown Sunday, series 3 of 3, and your final series of week number 8. 2 weeks left in Plat League. After tonight, it'll be 6 weeks left in the Champions League before the playoffs start, and we are about to get things underway. Sharks in the blue, orange belongs to the Comets, and we are a go. It's going to be Clay. First shot on net. It's going to be at the far side of the post, and Lodsane will wait for that to travel by and take control. Up the sidewall. Sharks looking to get on the attack. Little round the corner after the demo. It's going to get into frame eventually, and Clumsy will work it along the goal line to make sure that no Sharks have a chance to put that in the winning net. Backflip is going to create problems for the Comets, but Clumsy's there to save the day, cape and all. And this will get sent deep into the Sharks' end. Chance for Lodsane, but it's taken away by Urich I Teach. Coming in is Clumsy, and the Sharks will get this one cleared away for the time being as we play 45 seconds into a scoreless ball game.
Good feeling out process right now from both teams. A little bit of just the executional errors right now between the teams. The mechanics, you can see just a little bit of a step down from what you're used to in the Champion League, but that's okay. Platinum League, developmental league, it's got players from Diamond 1 down to, the bronze ranks, and a lot of people coming out of this league and going on to big and great things in the last few months.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw a couple of things like that in the RLRS qualifiers as well, if I'm not mistaken. Can't remember the name offhand, but really, really good work. Scoreless game, minute 20 in. And a huge shout out to everyone's favorite Mish. It is Mickey Mish in the chat. Been a while since I've said hello to her. So a shout out in the chat you deserve. Also to her alter ego WikiWish, who has decided to make an appearance. I'm not sure what that is, but that was really, really well orchestrated, if that is indeed a thing. This will be off of the back wall. Still scoreless it remains between the Sharks and the Comets. Shot towards the net, and it's Urich, far side and in. What a bullet from the midfield.
I was just going to let that one breathe, and then Urich has to go and do this one. Really good touch to get that around Lodsane. Clumsy term trying to close down the distance, but Urich getting to that ball first, just flicks that one inside, finds the near post. Good goal here. The Sharks have the lead.
Good work from the Sharks. First attack goes to them. That's going to be a lateral bounce in front of the Comets net, taking full advantage, but then hitting the crossbar. That's a problem. Sharks can't put it home. Clay HD misses as well, and Teach can't find the net. And so they'll try to take control at the midfield. Clay will need a counterattack. He's up in the air. He may be able to find this, and he does, and that is a nice piece of patience from the Sharks as they take a 2-0 lead.
It's good understanding between Teach and Clay on who's going to take that ball, and Clay just puts that one behind Lodsane. He sees him off the line. It's like chipping the keeper in football. You know exactly where to put that ball to put them in the most awkward spot to try and defend it.
Approaching halftime, 2-0 game for the Sharks. The Comets kind of chasing this game one down at the moment. This is going to create a Comets opportunity. Lodsane tries to keep it in. Teach is going to try to find it. He will. Tries to get the dunk, and he will get it removed from him. Up is Clay. Clay is going to try to follow this, the worst boost in the game, the ink boost follows him at a very annoying rate. This will be a chance for Teach. He puts it just above the bar and sends it aside. 2:19 to go. 2-0 lead for the Sharks as the Comets try to claw their way back into it.
You know, it's been so long since the Ink Boost came out. I'm sure there's one that's worse than the Ink Boost by this point.
I haven't found it.
I mean, that's fair.
Chance towards the net, and you reach. Take makes the save. Still 2 minutes left. It'd be nice to see chat come up with some boosts that are just as annoying, if not worse. If you guys want to get some interaction going, that'd be great. This will be going across. Lodsane. Up the wall. Clay is up there. Gets one off the wheel, but no further. Bounces it laterally. Tries to get a dunk in on it as well. Will shave the ceiling, eventually come down in the orange end. Clay is up, tries to find the front of the net. That's going to be a turn and a keep from Teach, but a nice job by Lodsane to be patient with it in front of his own goal and take it away from the oncoming Sharks.
And not great chances from the Sharks on that one. Didn't get a lot of power or any good placement behind those two shots. Just really kind of served to keep the Comets hemmed in and let them set up, try and get these better opportunities now as the clock starts ticking down on the Comets.
That's going to be a play for Lodsane. Trying to find it. It's going to bounce in front of the top of the box. And Teach makes contact with a minute to go. Comets kind of on the outside looking in of this game. They're going to try to get something going here. The barrel roll. It's going to find its way off the crossbar and knocked aside. Very close. Comets cannot take advantage for the time being. And the Sharks will still be able to keep their sheet clean at the time for the time. That'll be a chance in front of the Sharks net again. The Comets really firing at that net, and now the Sharks have a runner. They may be able to turn this. Teach tries to find it and will on the near side. It's a 3-0 lead. That's the dagger for game one.
Huge open wing is the Comets in rotation. The challenge in the corner not on target. And then there's just so much space to be able to cut that inside angle for Teach. Does so with impunity, and the Comets now need 3 in 30 seconds to try and force OT.
And it's not likely. The way the Sharks are playing right now, they are on point. They're going to try to add one more. It's going to roll up the back wall. Off the ceiling, eventually coming down. That will go laterally across. Up, getting a jump off of the hit box. It'll be off the ramp, sorry. Another touch is going to send this into Comets territory. The dunk, and it's going to find its way home. You reach, I teach with a savage display. It's 4-0.
Yeah, just getting right through this one here. The follow-through, tipping that away from clumsy term. Posting in as the Comets are helpless to watch that one dribble over the line. It's a statement here to open up game one of this series as the Sharks fittingly draw first blood.
Yeah, fittingly. I like the home field advantage coming out to play for them very well, as they might add one more. Very close, unable to do so, but a 4-0 lead is a very, very good start for those Sharks as they try to get closer and closer to that wild card.
Yeah, and again, we talked about it in the build-up for this one. Both of these teams really need a 5-0 to even have a hope of trying to keep pace with the Foxes and find themselves in control of that wild card spot. So it's really on the team that wins first to try and keep that momentum moving forward, to keep building on the wins, because right now, a 3-2, a 4-1 might not be enough to cut it. There's only 2 weeks of the season left. There's only 10 more wins on the table. And you have to hope that your opponents right now, who you're trailing by a full series, stumble somewhere down the line. And with the Foxes play right now, not looking that likely.
Yeah, Foxes or the Hawks for that matter, as they are both well entrenched into that wild card spot. Blue Conference not living up to the spirit of the playoff chase, as the Orange Conference is yet to be decided in any facet, but the Blue Conference, everybody seemingly finding their roles fairly early and sticking with them. As we play 18 seconds into Game 2. Sharks own a 1-0 lead at the moment. That's a play that Lodsane's going to take advantage of. Sharks can't keep it away. It's 1-0.
This was actually off target. Clay just not really realizing where he is or where that ball's going. It's well wide. It's a masterful redirect into the top corner from Clay, as just a little bit of madness there. Just needed to let that go, recognize where he was, and just let it fly into the corner.
100% of the nastiest redirect you'll ever hit going to your own net.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
That's unfortunate. Comets going to move this into the Sharks' end. Comets do have their first goal of the series, though, so there is that. They're going to try to get a second here, but it's going to be Teach who takes that one away. Up and over the halfway line. Comets take possession. Side to side, wall to wall. Off the ramp, it's Clay. Finds the catch, going to find the net as well before it's going to be Lodzane who comes across and making a really, really timely save. Full minute gone in a 1-0 contest. It remains with 4 minutes left.
Clay just not realizing the defender was back. She had a chance to just launch that one into the far side and just wasn't really able to get that one into the net. Didn't give it that extra oomph to get it over the line, as the demo's really coming out for the Comets. They're trying their best to disrupt the Sharks' rotations.
Up into the corner. Sharks looking to get it out. Here comes Clay. Up and over one. Tries to find the turn. He can't do it. Teach is up as well, and he does not get there first, as that is Clumsy with a really good touch, keeping that away from the goal line. Clumsy will turn. Sharks on the attack again. They're circling in front of the net. It's right there, but a nice defensive play by Tom, getting just in front of that. Lodzane will be tasked with keeping it away from the net, and the Comets need to clear their back line soon. Looks like they'll do it. Back the other way, far side and in. Clumsy, it's going to be 2-0 lead, and it's 2:55 to go.
Unfortunately, Clumsy just has a great line on this one. You reach in the corner for boost. Clay trying to get back and cut that one off. It just slips right between them. And in transition, the Sharks just not really closing that one down. It's 2 weak goals upfield now for the Comets.
Well, would you look at that? As the games turn, the game numbers turn, all of a sudden the gameplay turns as well, as the Comets able to counterattack their way to a 2-0 advantage for the moment. Sharks try to get one back. That counterplay is going to get sent into the blue end. Teach with the lateral shot, and that's going to be a shot off the right post. Comets had a chance, could not get it done. Lodzane still trying to play the control game, and Clay takes that one away. 2:22 left in a 2-0 game. Good pinch, goes off the back wall, just above the crossbar. Trying to find an angle is Lodzane, but he's unable to do so. Clay, up and above one, tries to get it to be a pass for U-Reach. Bounce for Clumsy. Clumsy sees the receiving end of a demo. Lodzane still there trying to make something happen. Will drop it in frame, but well taken care of by Clay. Is able to keep it along the goal line with 1:48 to go in a game 2. Sharks lead them by 1 in this series, but they are down 2 in the game that could tie up that series.
They really just haven't had a lot of grade A chances in front of the Comets net. To be honest, aside from the own goal, it could be a 1-0 game for the Comets. You just have to wonder what changed. The Comets haven't really done a huge adjustment. It feels like the Sharks just kind of fell off. They're not really doing the same things that were successful in game 1.
Seems like the Sharks over-adjusted more than anything. They didn't really need to change anything, but they did. Now they're kind of paying for it. 1:10 left. Sharks looking for one here. It'll be off the back, but Lodzane keeps it away. Punched into the middle. That's going to bounce towards the midfield. Lodzane will wait. Trying to find a mind game. It'll be up and over one. Going to try to drop it in frame, but Teach is going to get contact and take it into the corner. Sharks wasting more time. They need a good clear here. That bounce is not going to get that done. It'll fly by Lodzane. This is going to be one of their best chances they've had in a little while. Trying to get a touch towards the near side, missing the control of the ball. They are going to pay for this dearly. It's going to go back into their own end. Not quite on target. Thank goodness if you are a Sharks fan, but that is something that's increasingly dangerous. Time ticking down.
Yeah, the Sharks really needed that one to come off for them here, and same with that last chance. Would have had about 20 seconds to try and set something up, and instead they're just not able to get this one turned into a valid shot, and the Comets will put this one back.
That one still might be accurate. Nope, pass into the middle, nothing doing. Sharks are going to fall 2-0 in game number 2, and the Comets come back and tie the series at 1 apiece, and that's a good all-around effort from them in game 2.
Yeah, they got a little bit of help to open that one up from the Sharks with that own goal, and you can see U-Reach's ping right now just kind of spiking up. Might be lagging just a little bit, and that might be the thing that's contributing just a touch to whether or not they're they're really kind of humming on all cylinders here. But I'll just quick check at Discord. No requests for the server to get reset. So it'll carry on like we always do, and we'll see if the Sharks have it in them to be able to bring this one back and respond in game 3.
Well, Teach, it has normalized for the moment. We'll see if that... Oh, kind of. He's floating... No, it was at normal for a moment. It was like 84, and then it doubled immediately. So that's a problem for the Sharks, but we'll see what they can do with it. As Clay going to try to do things a little bit more himself here and rely on his teammate a little bit less. We're 10 seconds in. Comets with a chance. Good touch by Teach. At least keeps it up away from the net, and that pinch will send it towards the sidewall as well. Keeping it into the zone is Lotze. Teach with the pinch. That's going to be an issue. Clumsy can't find it, though. Teach will take it back the other way. Bounced off the sidewall. Clay is there and has a really awkward piece of contact that may set up a good, clear, possibly a shot. Teach is going to find the shot, but not great contact on it, as he had an opportunity, but that could be where the lag was really messing with him there. Yeah,
and you get the sense right now that the Sharks play just a little bit handicapped at the moment. They're not quite getting the touches that they want. If they can settle it down, if they can really start to bring it back together, get that offense humming like it was in game 1, be a big help for them.
Sitting at a cool, steady 172. At least as the ping stays steady, which it seemingly is. He may be able to adjust, however, it will be difficult. No doubt about that. With 3:43 left, we wouldn't know unless we were in his living room. There's no doubt about that. As we keep going. 3:38 left in the scoreless ball game. Comets will send it in. The bounce off the back. That's a chance to find an angle, but Clay makes a save. That's going to be Clay's first save of the game. The Comets keep it in, however. Teach. That could be problematic. Clay needs to bail him out, and he will with 3:20 to go.
Big, important touch there from Clay. You could just see U-Reach struggling a little bit on that high backboard. Might not have had the read he wanted with that ping. And it's going to be really critical to see if Clay's positioning and decision-making won't let them down, as that demo really letting them pick up the midfield play.
Well, positioning and decision-making worked out beautifully right there. Still scoreless. Up is Clay. Clay, without the lag issue, will try to get there first, and will be a little bit late to it. Teach is up. Teach still working on getting it into the Comets' end. Loses this to Lodsane. Lodsane gets the barrel roll. It'll bounce for Clay. Clay sends this up the ramp. Down for Lodsane. Chance up and above one. Lodsane's going to try to follow this. Clay there as well. That pinch is going to send it screaming towards the Comets net. This may be the first one, and it is with 2:20 to go. That's a huge one for the Sharks.
At Clumsy Term just didn't see this one developing here, as Lodsane, Clay with the inside line just puts that one in a great spot. Clumsy lined up the same side as his teammate there, really just didn't have any room to respond to that. It was already by him by the time he was able to turn. Big goal for the Sharks.
That's a massive, massive goal with 2:18 left. That'll bounce to the halfway line. Chance near side. Can they get two? It's off the post, and that is going to be Clumsy that comes across and takes it away. That was very close from the Sharks taking a 2-0 lead, and that would have been an important goal, but they still hold a 1-goal advantage in this game number 3. It's a tied series for the moment. Lodsane is going to try to bunch this one up into the middle. Clay reads it well. It'll wrap around the ceiling. Sharks looking to mount an attack here. Passing to the middle. Teach is going to be a little bit behind it. Unable to get there in time, and we play on with about 100 seconds to go in game 3. Around the corner. Clumsy. Clay. Long clear. Follows it himself. Pinch play out to the top. Teach is up, trying to find the double, but he's a little late to it. Clay will keep it in with well-timed play. Lodsane will send it in off the nose. Teach puts it off of Clay, unfortunately. Off the corner, that puts Clay in a tough spot, and a big save from Teach bailing himself out. And that is a big, big one with about 200 ping, he's still able to save the day for himself and his team, and that is Clay, who hits the banger on the other side at the 2-0 contest.
Massive swing as the Comets just not able to get that one over the line. It's a really awkward bounce for where the Comets set up on defense. Clay has the read on that one, comes right off the baseboard and up into the top 90 as Clay, with 2 big goals, will stake themselves to an important lead here with a minute left.
And Teach's ping has gone down a little bit. It's floating somewhere between 120 and 140, which is a little bit more doable. So we'll see if that continues. Clumsy is going to send this deep into the Sharks territory. He's going to try to find the angle, but Teach is there to take that one aside. Laudsane, shot off the post. Still a chance with 35 left. Comets need a quick one and then another quick one. That's going to bounce in front. Teach is going to keep this one along the side. With 30 seconds left, they can get a dagger and take a 2-1 lead in this series. Very important for one of these teams to get a lopsided win over the other. At this point, no split series allowed, as this one's going to go towards the side. Teach going to try to be patient with this, but he will lose possession. We'll follow it up. The back is Clay HD. Clay keeps it down, bounces it around one. It's far side and away. The Sharks are going to take game number 3 and a 2-1 lead in the series at that. They have a chance for a division or for a series win come game number 4, and we will see if they can solidify a solid win as far as the series is concerned.
Yeah, we'll see if a 4-1 will be enough at the end of the day to get them over the line, but you know, that one game, if it ends up being all that they drop to the Comets, that might be the difference between the Sharks making it to the playoffs for the second time in their history and being on the outside looking in yet again. And you can see that ping for Teach, it's not really doing a lot for him. He's still around 100, but more importantly, really wasn't a huge influence on the game. 95 points and only a single shot on goal throughout the course of that game. Really, it's tough to say how much that was affecting him throughout the course of that one.
Well, it also minimized a little bit. He was sitting at about a 170 at the beginning of game number 3, and it definitely went down. So I feel like when it goes down and it stays steady, you can adjust to that. That's something you can work with because you can realize that you're going to have to be a little bit faster with your decision making. But when it goes from 120 to 180 to 230 to back to 120, that's when it becomes a really big issue because that's when the rubber banding starts.
Yeah, exactly. If it's not stable, there's so much difficulty in reading and predicting where that ball goes because it just starts to jitter around it. You see the ball come off one way as the client, does its thing, and then the server is like, hold up, fam, it actually went this way, and then you just have to try and adjust and respond, and it's really tough to play on that. And you should point out too, both of the Sharks on console, they're on PlayStation 4 for this one. They've been console players their entire tenure in the league, and it's, if you're not wired in, it's really tough. It's really tough sometimes. Well, especially seeing as how the PS4 only has a 2.4 gigahertz card if you're trying to use Wi-Fi, and that's just not good from a networking perspective at all for gaming. And this will be sent into the Comets corner. Enough about IT speak. Let's get back to some Rocket League. This will be a long touch for the Comets. Teach will try to give chase. That's a chance in front, and Laud is going to find the near side corner, and it's going to be a 1-0 lead for the Comets. Yeah, Teach, unfortunately, trying to defend without boost, just could not get that ball away from Clumsy, who did a really good job on the hold. Clay not really well positioned to come across for that one. Laudsane just slips it inside that near post. Early lead for the Comets here. We'll see if the Sharks have a response. Inside the Shark Tank, if you guys are just joining us, third of 3 series on this primetime, or on the Showdown Sunday, sorry. Curtis and Jay with you for another triple header of MLB action in week number 8. This will be you Teach around the corner. Looking for one more piece of contact. It's right in front for Clay, and he ties the game up as we play a minute 23 in. Big team play hold here out of the Sharks. Teach just a couple touches in the corner, gets the challenge coming from the Comets. Clumsy far side, never going to get there as Clay was right on the inside line. Has an open net to work with. Sharks drawing it back in. 1-1, 3:37 left on the clock. And don't look now, but Teach is paying down to 76. So that's good news. Looks like it's normalized for the time being. A minute and a half gone. Game number 4. Sharks looking to secure a series win. That's a pass into the middle, and it would have been a good one. But Teach read it really well. Takes away the offensive opportunity, and then creates one on the other side, but he cannot finish the job. Clay's going to try as well, but he's going to fly by it, and that's an opportunity gone by on both sides.
Teach now has to make a save, and he will, by coming across the face of goal. So the Sharks will survive for the moment. But that was very dangerous, as they had possibly a 3-point swing happen there.
And Teach, unfortunately, just not able to pull that one inside the post far enough, and then trying to read the roll up the inside of the post just doesn't get the contact he wants. Oh, that's a big hold there by Lodsain on Clay. The Sharks are able to get this one clear, but almost a 1v1 that Clumsy would have had a great shot opportunity with.
That's a chance for Teach trying to punch this one in. He's not going to be able to do it. Clay is still there. Bounces it around the corner. Clay side to side. Puts it up for Teach. Teach hits the ground, trying to be there for the dunk. Good work by Clumsy. Clumsy off the wheels. It'll bounce around the corner. Really good wrapper up the ceiling. Chance for Teach. Finds the seam and puts it home. It's a 2-1 lead for the Sharks.
And this ball comes out really awkwardly from that 50, but importantly, Clumsy, you see how he's coming out of the offensive quarter. So little time to react to that one because of how far into that corner the Comets got committed. It's essentially a 2-on-0 for the Sharks. They take full advantage of it.
2:15 left in Game 4. Sharks holding up there into the bargain. We'll see what Clay has in store for us. He's going to take to the air. Bounces it down. Lodsain reads it well. It's a 2v1 the other way. Teach is going to have to be careful here, and he's able to make a save, getting back just in time with 1:58 to go.
The big save by Teach. He was in such an awkward spot. Did really well to just tip that off of the side of his net and into the corner harmlessly. A lot of players would sometimes panic with that one, try and flail at that. Really good composure.
Oh, two Sharks in the same spot. Lodsain's going to have the angle to take control. No boost to work with, however. He still will try to find a shot. It goes just above the bar. That was close. Clay trying to slow it down. Gets past one. Tries to get past him again. Teach earns a pinch. Up and over. Teach has a chance with the open net. He's going to miss the opportunity. And Clumsy with a save, but that is 100% on Teach. He has to put that one in.
Yeah, just didn't quite get the run at the ball he wanted to. You could see him kind of snatch his car outside, try to come back in, and that loses so much velocity on the shot. Ends up pulling it right into the goalkeeper there. They still nurse this 1-goal lead. They got 60 seconds left to defend it with. Try and take the series and hopefully get that 4th win that'd be so important for them chasing the wild card.
This is Teach out in front. Opportunity for Clumsy, and he's going to tie this game up with 51 seconds to go.
Got to go up and over the net here in your own end. Teach on the respawn, or Clay actually respawning awkwardly in the same corner. Teach just never reads the ball effectively, stays low, comes right out in front for Clumsy, and that will be an equalizer late here for the Comets. We'll see which team has their hero on it.
Deuce is wild. One of these teams is going to win by a goal. How it's likely looking. Back into the Comets' end. Lodsain trying to follow this up. He's going to try to find the angle. Puts one off the nose. That'll be a served platter up for Clumsy. Clumsy off the backboard. Can't find it. That was very close. But the Comets will not be able to push that one home. Sharks still alive. This will be sent into the Comets' end. Clumsy term has control and patience. Up. The barrel roll from Clay is going to send that screaming back into the orange corner. Clay, 32 boost, looking to try to push this one home, and he tried to pinch it with the post. Unable to do so. Back the other way come the Comets. It's Lodsain. He has the turn. It's in. They score. 4 seconds to go, and it's a 3-2 lead.
You can see this one developing. Teach just giving him that space on the outside. He lines that one up as Teach not getting the line right on the challenge. Lodsain going right behind him to the far side. The Sharks need one off this kickoff, or they will give up 2, and it might be their wild card dreams with it.
Oh man, week 8 has some drama in it for the Platinum League. 1 second on the clock, and that is going to not hit the ground just yet. Off the corner and to the ground it goes. The Comets come in with 4 seconds to go. They will take this game and tie up the series. We go to a decisive game 5 for the series, but the Sharks' playoff dreams up in smoke at this point, I think.
It's going to really come down to which of these two teams is able to take a series off the Spartans. I think both of them getting to play the Spartans in the next couple of weeks, and I think their last shot at a playoff spot is going to be trying to steal away that division lead at this point. Neither one of them going to be within real striking distance of the Spartans, barring a 5-0 of the Spartans. in their upcoming matchups, as a 3-2 only gets them 4 games back at best. You know, close series, great for the observers, great for the fans here, but you know, these players know that they needed at least a 4-1 coming out of this one, and those are a lot of games to give up here to division rivals.
Well, here we go. Sharks going to try to make the best of a bad situation and make it a 3-2, but the Comets are in the same spot. They can now make it a 3-2 of their own, albeit they've probably spoiled the playoffs for the other. Both teams have. 4:45 left as we play 15 seconds into Game 5. Lodsing will bounces around the corner. Clay gets up and around one. Going to try to find one more touch. It'll bounce off the backboard. Bounces in front for Teach. Teach off the wheels. He has the drop. Tries to find the double. And unable to do so. Back the other way comes Clumsy. Has the turn. Looking for it. 10-5 touchdown for the Comets. It's a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Clay going up for that challenge as well. Nobody making contact in a teal and white jersey. Lodsane downfield, no challenge at all. The Comets' first blood here in Game 5, and the Sharks are going to be lamenting not putting that one over the line.
That moment when cars have jerseys. Nice job, Jay.
It's fine. It's fine. You know what I meant.
Nobody even noticed.
No one noticed. It's fine.
Trying to turn this one as Lodsane back into front of the Sharks net. Lod will try to play a little bit of a mental game, but that counterattack is going to send it back deep. This is going to be a problem for the Comets, and a far side shot for Teach. That is smart from him in a 1-1 game.
He recognized how much momentum the Comets player coming back, Lodsane, was putting into that attack on the ball. Just got to the outside, put it behind him. There's no chance that at supersonic speeds you're going to pull the brakes in time to recognize and save that ball going behind you. Really good placement from Teach.
1-1 game. Clay is up. He's going to try to play the wall ride, and it's not going to work out for him. Clumsy, all sorts of time, rolls it around one. He's going to try to get it into the middle, and will be unable to do so. He'll bounce in front of the Sharks net. Clay up and around the corner, waiting patiently. Looking for a play into the middle. That's taken away by Lodsane, and it goes back the other way. Lodsane looking far side, chance, nearly had it. That was a very close play for Clumsy, unable to find it on the back end. Still a 1-1 game. Over the halfway line come the Comets. Lodsane again sent deep or sent side to side by Teach. Clay is up. Not enough boost to make this happen, but it will bounce in front of the Comets net. That's a problem, and it's Clay who is the beneficiary of an own goal. It's a 2-1 lead.
Put the ball in a spot that makes your opponents really struggle to play this one. Never hits the ceiling. You can see Clumsy trying to play that one, just didn't read it right. Lodsane can't come across in the panic, and Clumsy also panicking. Plays that one off the bar, off the spoiler, and in. The Sharks will take any bounce they can get right now. They lead with 3 minutes to go.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall during that panic conversation on the headset, no doubt about it. 2:52 to go. Off of the sidewalk. Bouncing it near side. Good touch from Clay. Teach is going to try to make something happen here. They could really use a 2-goal lead. Is going to pop out to Clay. Good bump. Clay is there. Backs into it. Finds the post. Nearly found the net. Can't do it for the time being. Lodsane back to the corner. He's going to try to be patient with this. He'll take a dribble. Looking, turning, dribbling, cutting, scoring. It's Lodsane with a 2-2 game.
Yeah, this really good control from Lodsane. After the panic in front of their net, the Sharks have a couple of cracks at it. Just freezes Clay, sees that one go outside. You can see him just start to back up, and then he's like, oh man, I'm not moving. There's no way I can defend this, and Lodsane just puts it inside, ties that game.
Oh, we were 1 second away from a 2-2, 2-2-2.
Almost
Feels
a Yahtzee.
bad.
Almost a
Yahtzee. 4 of a kind is still pretty darn good though. 2-2 game. 2:15 to go. Lodsane will wrap it around the corner. Trying to get this in front of the Sharks net. Up and over one. Clumsy turn. Has a little bit of an issue, but he works through it. Good demo there is going to create a big defensive problem for the Sharks. It's going to be a chance, but again, coming across as Clay, as that he's able to take it over again. Comets with another chance. It's Lodsane, and a nice save by Teach. in a 2-2 game with 100 seconds to go in a game 5, no less. That's going to bounce towards the Comets net, but just wide of that left post. That was close as well.
Now, the Sharks right now, they're getting these opportunities. They just don't have real pressure generated on that Comets net. That's a really nice touch. Clay just doesn't let it fall inside the post there to be able to touch that one in. And the pressure finally letting go. They need a couple more of those opportunities that really put the Comets in awkward spots. This one might. Teach has it by. There it is. 3-2. The Sharks lead late.
Don't count them out just yet, but this is a really, really good play from Teach. Patience, as Laudsane had to try to pick his spot because he was facing towards his own net, and he picks the wrong spot. Teach realizes that Laudsane has to make the first move, and he makes him make the first move. And that is a nice one from Teach. 3-2 lead for the Sharks.
Yeah, it's an important goal. The Sharks, if they can just build up the control with that ball. What a touch by Clay. Might set this up, but he takes it away from his teammate. Teach had that shot lined up. They're going to come back the other way. Teach isn't going to get there, and the Comets will reply immediately.
That is a super, super important 2-point swing as well. The chance for the Sharks in the offensive end, and then all of a sudden the Comets turn it around in the counter as that one flies off the crossbar. Laudsane finds 2 Sharks overextended and ties up the game again.
The communication breakdown there as both the Sharks commit, and the shot that does come out of that play doesn't go in. It's so critical that they just calm down and let the play breathe between the two of them.
That was a nearly clumsy play. This will be Laudsane into the middle. Clumsy with a shot. Goes off the back. Chance in front again. Clay has no boost. The Comets have no idea of this, however, and he works around both of them. Now he has a full canister. It's going to pop in front, and that is Teach. No, not going to work as he had to get it past Clumsy. Clumsy makes a play to keep it away. 22 seconds to go. Very close game. Laudsane's going to try for something nutty off the ceiling, but that is going to drop harmlessly as he plays Tarzan and will fly away from the ball. Drops ahead of You Reach I Teach. Ball played laterally. He's up. Good bump there. Is going to set up the Comets. Comets coming across. And a big miss trying to center it from Laudsane. We have OT in Game 5. One of these teams is a hero on the field.
Couldn't tell you who it would be at this point. Everybody's been playing so well through the entire series.
This has been a lot of fun to watch, no doubt about that. Very even skilled teams. This is Teach. Teach off the nose. That's going to drop down into the Comets' end. Clumsy and Laudsane in the same spot at the same time. That's a problem we'll have to correct. Clay gets bamboozled. This will be a chance. Teach! He has to try to make sure it doesn't go underneath him, and he does just that. Clay in front of his own net. That'll bounce around the corner wall. Has a touch. Back to the midfield. Big dunk. This is a chance for Clay. Clumsy comes across and makes a nice save with a 3-3 game still in tow and 40 seconds into OT.
Danger not cleared here. Teach has this one out in front. Where's Clay? Far post. And then the Sharks take it. 4-3 in overtime. They win the series 3-2.
That's a huge series for the Sharks. They may not have gotten the lopsided series they needed, but that is a big, big win if they do get into the postseason. Watch out for this team. This is that was a really talented display on both sides of the field. Sharks get the better of them this time, but if you play this series 5 times, you'll probably get a different result each time.
Yeah, but look at the shot totals out of the Sharks. 13 shots, and you can see the save totals. Only 4 saves out of the Comets with 4 goals for the Sharks. There was so much thrown at the woodwork that game, but really critically, clumsy term, no shots on goal. In that last game, 3 saves, though, as he did everything he could to try and keep his team in that one.
Have you ever thought about being a play-by-play caster sometimes?
Every so often.
Because you can hit the hype level. I'm proud of you. You know, they grow up so fast, and I think chat would agree. That was pretty awesome. Nice work, Jay.
I try my best.
With that said, the Blue Conference in the Platinum League has given us a show to remember in week number 8. And we have week 9 ahead of us. There are 2 weeks left in the Platinum League before playoffs begin, guys. A lot of fun to be had. Playoffs are still very, very much in the focus for the Platinum League. And then we got the Champion League right after that. So this is what a setup this has become. But that is going to conclude matters here for week number 8 and Showdown Sunday. Huge shout out to our friends over at Balls Guarana who sponsored the MLB Play of the Week. Don't forget to grab a play, use hashtag MLBPOTW, and send it to the ML Doubles Twitter account. Winner gets a free case of Balls Guarana sent to their door completely free of charge. And then also Arctic for the most pressurizing gaming moments. Keep your rig cool by heading over to arctic.ac for all of your rig cooling needs. For Inanimate J and everybody here at Minor League Doubles, I am Curtis saying goodnight and goodbye from Aquadome. We'll see you guys in week 9. 2 weeks left before Plat League playoffs begin and the real fun starts in season number 6. We'll see you guys for week 9 on Thursday, starting at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific time. Have a good night, everybody.
Moving down to LA, to the land of opportunity. My grandma thinks I'm crazy for giving Hollywood a piece of me. I'm holding